The next one is from Chuck. He says, would you suggest setting the URL of a Citation Vault listing to the ID page URL with a brand anchor instead of the Google map? Yes, that's what we do at Semantic Links. That's exactly what we use, the ID page URL as the target URL for Citation Vault with the brand name as the anchor. That is 100% what we do. The only time we use a Google Maps share URL instead is if the project doesn't have an ID page, which if it's one of our client, if it's a client of our, if it's a client's client, so or if somebody's purchasing links from Semantic Links under a subscription plan, that's when we do Citation Vault, not for one-off services. And we always use and under all subscriptions, we build an ID page. So we use the ID page URL as the target URL for Citation Vault with a brand anchor. That's precisely what we do at Semantic Links. Okay. Yes, we did previously use the GBP website as the target. When that went away, and I've tested using it, the Google Maps share URL, it's better results using the ID page. And part of the reason I like that is I talked about this last week. What Alex Becker coined the term pillowing, right? Pillowing is when I learned that term many years ago, he was talking about pillowing with generic anchors, or what I call miscellaneous anchors. So in other words, you build a base layer of URL anchors and miscellaneous or generic anchors to a page first before you start hitting it with keyword anchors. And there's been keyword anchors as far as it relates to local. I think of two types of keyword anchors, topic anchors and target anchors. Topic anchors are keyword only. Target anchors are keyword plus location modifier. So pillowing is the concept of, sending non-keyword based links, anchor text links to a page first, so that you pillow it. It's like adding cushion to that page before you start hitting it with anchor text links, keyword anchor text links that are so that you don't run the risk of over optimizing. Now, this was many, many years ago, guys. I don't recommend that, but I still like the term pillowing, because what I recommend doing is not using a bunch of generics and miscellaneous and URL anchors. By the way, I don't like using URL anchors at all, full stop. You're going to use a URL anchor. Why not just use a brand anchor instead? I don't like URL anchors. I think anchor text should be descriptive of what it is linking to. Or anchor text is better than a URL, in my opinion. And so if I'm going to link to something, instead of using a URL anchor, I want to use a brand anchor or a compound anchor, which is a brand plus. So brand plus a keyword, or brand plus a location modifier, or something like that. But I like to pillow with brand anchors. So that's why I do that with Citation Vault, by the way, is because with our link building campaigns, see if I can demonstrate this real quick, guys, just to show you. I'll show you what I mean, just so you can see it. It'd be better if I could show it visually. Oops, sorry, guys. Back to where I was. Actually, I already had that open right here. Duh. I already knew I had that open too. Right here is Louisville Felling Pro. Just as an example, you can see it here. Okay. So the ID page has been added to Citation Vault. I'll just demonstrate it. God damn it. I don't know why I haven't put that link in here yet. Just give me 1 second. I'll pull it up. That's an older workbook. And for whatever reason, I even had this issue a couple of days ago on a sales call, and I didn't add it, and I should have. So give me 1 minute while I pull it up. Citation Vault is being slow right now. Oh, for the love of God. Just work. It's trying to load. This page is not loading. Okay, well, I'm not going to wait for it. We're going to go to Majestic and just take a look at something else in the meantime. Citation Vault may be down right now. It's not loading at all for me, which is fine. All right, so let me show you. This is what I'm talking about. So there, finally loaded. Look at that. Give me 1 second, guys, while I get in there. Well, I'll wait because it's going to probably take forever to log in now. So Citation Vault links are really slow to index unless you extract them and then send them to indexers, which I don't recommend. Just let Google find those naturally, in my opinion. I mean, you can send them to Google or send them to indexers if you want. I'm not going to waste the time. Google will find them eventually. But here's an example, the ID page. So if we go down and take a look Yeah, see, this has still got the old links coming up. I was testing, I tried Citation Vault a long time ago on the direct to the money site for this project, Louisville Felling Pro, when I first started testing that site structure that I use now. And so at the time I had pointed Citation Vault direct to the money site page, which I highly encourage you not to do. And then I used the ID page, and what the older version of Citation Vault had and maybe they still do, but in like a menu section if for like restaurants and shit. And I just put the ID page in there. And so it's some of those links are still showing in Majestic's index, apparently, even though they've been deleted because Citation Vault completely changed everything and its URL structure, all kinds of stuff over the last 6 months or so. They've done several changes. And so all those old links are gone. And then I had updated it to the I'll just show you because I want you guys to see it just so you're not thinking, but you just don't see them in the backlink report yet because I've not sent them specifically for indexing or to Majestic. By the way, in Majestic, you can submit backlinks or page URLs that contain a backlink to whatever you want for Majestic to pick up and crawl. You can go to the URL submitter. Goddamn, Citation Vault is just being absolutely retarded right now. I'm going to move on. But anyway, so you're not seeing it here, but what I typically do, and I'm going to be linking with brand anchors to the ID page because it's about 300 links once they're finally all picked up. And so that builds a base layer of brand anchors to the ID page. And then from that point forward, and this is what I started to show you, and I was going to just show you the backlink profile, but again, Citation Vault is just being stupid. So if we go over here and take a look at this, you can see that when we start building links directly to the ID page instead of through something like Citation Vault, we stick with brand or keyword anchors because we built the base layer of brand anchors. Does that make sense? So pillowing is that kind of concept of doing that. Hopefully that's clear. See, it's still not loaded. I'm bailing out of there, guys. I'm not going to waste any more time on that stupid site. Anyway, moving on. So yeah, GB website target was a great target, but now that that's gone, the ID page is the best substitute. I do recommend brand anchors first. You can do it with a press release, by the way. If you're not using Citation Vault, it's fine. Use a press release. Order a press release. Use the ID page as a target URL and with a brand anchor. Now you've got your ID page has been properly pillowed so that now you can hit it with proper links with relevance. So better, higher authority links with more relevance, etc. And then focus in on keyword anchors instead, as shown here. Does that make sense? Because remember, press release links, Citation Vault links, they're very low quality. Like they don't produce a lot of power, right? There's not a lot of link equity flowing from those links. So you do that to build that pillowed layer of brand anchors. And then when you hit it with more appropriate links that are relevant, like what these show, these types of relevance metrics, now you're hitting them with keyword anchors that are super relevant coming from relevant sources, right? So you're pushing topical relevance through keyword relevant anchors to the page that has already been pillowed with brand anchors so that it's not over optimized. That makes sense. Okay. So that's how you end up having, if I can get zoom out of the way now. Well, this one, again, you can be more aggressive with keywords here. And remember, it's not picking up all the anchors anyway. But you can certainly be more aggressive with anchors to the ID page as well. Okay. Anyway, I got to move on because I do want to get to this other thing